Imagine a place where the mountains stretch endlessly, their peaks clawing at the sky like jagged bones. A place so remote it feels untouched by time, forgotten by the world, but not entirely forgotten. Deep within those mountains lies an abandoned town, a ghost town swallowed by silence, draped in mist and buried under layers of fear and folklore. It was once known as Coldwater Ridge. Decades ago, Coldwater Ridge was a thriving mining settlement. Families lived there, children played in the streets. Miners worked tirelessly, carving tunnels deep into the heart of the mountains. But something was unearthed that never should have seen the light of day. Locals still whisper about it, the discovery that changed everything. They say the miners broke into a cavern sealed off for centuries, a cavern lined with symbols etched into the stone, symbols no one could understand. Strange, ancient markings, warnings, perhaps, but greed outweighed caution. Not long after, the town's fate took a dark turn. People began disappearing. First a few miners, then entire families. Those who remained spoke of figures lurking in the woods, eyes glowing faintly in the darkness. Whispers echoed through empty streets at night, doors creaked open on their own. Shadows moved against the walls with no one to cast them. The townsfolk tried to leave, but the mountain wouldn't let them. Roads would vanish in the fog. Cars would stall for no reason. Compasses spun wildly. Some who ventured into the forests were never seen again. Others returned. But they were different. Their eyes hollow, their voices strained, like something else had crawled inside their skin. Eventually, Coldwater Ridge was abandoned overnight, but the mountain didn't forget. Hikers still stumble upon it from time to time. Crumbling buildings, rusted swings swaying in the wind, shattered windows staring like hollow eyes. They say the place feels alive. The ground hums beneath your feet. The air grows colder, heavier, as if you're being watched. Some even claim to have captured voices on their recordings. Low whispers, pleading, warning you to leave. And those who ignore the warnings, they don't come back. Coldwater Ridge is more than an abandoned town. It's a scar on the mountainside, a place where time stands still and the past refuses to rest. So, if you ever find yourself deep in the mountains, and the fog rolls in, and your compass spins in circles, remember this story. Because some towns are forgotten for a reason, and some should stay that way. There's a forgotten place high in the mountains, a place where no map dares to mark, and no one who goes looking ever returns the same. They call it Black Hollow, a ghost town hidden beneath the peaks, abandoned under circumstances so terrifying, locals refuse to speak of it. But the mountain remembers, and sometimes it calls to those brave or foolish enough to listen. It started with a mining accident, or so they say. Decades ago, Black Hollow was a mining village nestled deep in the Appalachian Range. A tight-knit community, isolated but prosperous, until the ground beneath their feet betrayed them. The official reports speak of a collapse, but survivors tell a different story. They say the earth didn't just crumble, it opened up, swallowed whole sections of the mine, and with it, the men working inside. The ones who made it out came back, changed, their skin pale as chalk, eyes wide, glassy, and they whispered about voices in the dark. Not human voices, something older, something ancient, buried beneath the mountains for centuries. Soon after, strange things began happening. Livestock slaughtered overnight, no tracks, no signs of struggle. Homes ransacked with doors locked from the inside. Children waking up with deep scratches, though their windows remained sealed. And then came the fog, thick, suffocating, creeping down from the mountains like a living thing. It rolled through Black Hollow one night, swallowing the streets, the houses, and the people. When it finally lifted, the town was silent, lifeless, empty. Rescue teams found no one, only abandoned homes, meals left half-eaten, lights flickering in the windows. But worse than the silence were the whispers, low, disembodied, drifting through the fog, calling names, mocking voices of loved ones long gone. And sometimes, if you listened closely, you could hear scratching beneath your feet, like something clawing its way up from the earth. They sealed the town off, declared it unsafe, left Black Hollow to rot and fade from memory. Not everyone forgets. Hikers, thrill seekers, ghost hunters, they find their way there. Some return with haunted eyes and stories they can barely speak. They talk about seeing shadows with no bodies, doors slamming shut behind them, unseen hands brushing their skin, and always the whispers, calling them deeper into the fog. Others, they're never seen again. The mountain takes who it wants, and Black Hollow, it's hungry. So if you find yourself wandering these peaks and the fog begins to rise, if you hear your name whispered from the mist, don't answer, don't run, don't follow the voices, because what's waiting for you in Black Hollow isn't human, and it's been waiting a long, long time.